Welcome back to Bravely Default. Last time we ended off... what did we do last time? I don't remember. I just finished a long grind. So I'm a little bit fuzzy, but... we got a bunch of job levels. We got up to level 11 Spirit Master, 9 in Arcanist. That's the Witch. Got up to level 11 in Ninja, Salve Maker, Red Mage... all kinds of good stuff. But, so, today, we're going to take out the 6 elemental dragons. And I was fiddling around. And, so, okay, so everybody's a ninja. And everybody has turntables, which is a red mage job ability. So what turntables does... raises your BP by 1 when you're evading an enemy attack. Now, with the ninja stuff, all the abilities, if you use this, it like forces, it's a guaranteed physical attack evade. Now, the dragons, all they do is physical attacks, except for the thing where they flash their eye or whatever it is and make you vulnerable to whatever element they are. So everybody has the same setup, and this, I think, is going to be pretty hilarious. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what we have on, because I'm pretty sure we're probably not going to even get hit. Oh, before we go... we got the accessory shop up to level 8, so that unlocked the Thief's Glove. We got, I think it was the parts shop up to level 8. I think. Anyway. So the only thing with this is, yeah, I don't... you know what? I'm gonna try to get it. I'm gonna try to get the bestiary entry. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so we're gonna go examine. Okay, and this is where the strat starts. So, we're gonna do this. Oh, whoops. Important step. Brave once. So we're going to do this. Guarantees us an evade. And then we're going to attack so we get damage in. So same thing for all the characters. Okay, we're good, we're good. Okay, we got the examine. Tiz is probably gonna get owned here. Oh, he lived, but he's paralyzed. That sucks. Oh, how do we want to handle this? Just hope he lives? Please don't hit the full party. Thank you. Okay, okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We don't have paralysis anymore. Oh, whoops. No. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with remembering the commands, but it's simple. Brave, ninja ability, attack. Let me just make sure we're good. Okay, okay, we have it set. We're going on auto. 4 times speed. Let's see how this goes. Oh, this is working phenomenally well. I was thinking about doing something with the Templar because they have the Rampart ability. So I was thinking about maybe doing like a Rampart thing, because Rampart defends all your characters for like a turn. But I feel like this is simpler. It's just really sketchy if you want to get the bestiary entry at the beginning. Oh, I'm dumb. I have a better idea for the next dragon. I think we're good. It's just gonna take a while. So you'll notice that we're dipping down to like -2 BP. That's because the dragon's going back and forth from either not doing a physical attack or doing a single target attack. And what happens then is the character that gets targeted by the single target attack will have that bonus BP from the Red Mage ability from turntables applied. The other characters will, they'll be down a BP because they used the ability and the attack the turn before. But they don't get their turn, and they still have the evasion applied from the turn before. But so there we go. There's our first one.
You won.
That was hilarious.
Why, you have mastered my contrivance and defeated its guardian. Very well. I shall grant you the Earth Keystone.
Cool, thanks, bro.
That voice. Lord De Rosso?
This stone must be one of the keys to Vampire Castle.
Yep.
All right. 5 more to go.
Only. And we're doing them all today. Nope, didn't want to go in there. Number 2. Oh, this one's over here. Okay, let's heal up Tiz. Okay. I realized I'm dumb. Okay, so this is the fire dragon. Salamander. So we're gonna do this so that we get our evade, and then we're gonna do examine. And attack. And attack. And attack. Okay. There we go. Go up to 4 times speed here. And repeat. Go for it. So as long as the dragons don't do anything weird, we should be good. Like if the dragon decides to brave and do their full party breath attack twice, we're dead. Essentially. Effectively. I don't think we would survive that. I mean, we might, but just barely, but there's no recovering from it. And if anybody's got -2 BP when that happens, then, I mean, they're toast. Should be almost there, I think. And I'll say this too. We have to go fight Alternus after. Man, do we got our work cut out for us when we go fight Alternus. From what I remember, he's got a nasty, nasty attack that does like max damage. There's ways around it, but if you're not familiar with the game and you're just going into it expecting to win, he's got a nasty attack. It does max damage, like quad 9s. There we go. And it doesn't qualify as a physical attack, so you can't dodge it this way.
You won.
You have defeated my guardian. Very well. I shall grant you the Fire Keystone.
Not bad.
All right, 4 more to go.
We're like, what, 12 or 13 minutes in? We got 2 down? Plus all my yapping. Felony yapping. I think the next one we have one over here somewhere. This is the Dark Dragon one, right?
Here it comes.
Yeah, this is the Jabberwock? Yeah. Oh, whoops. Okay, we'll get the Examine. So I guess they always open up with their full party breath attack. It's just luckily we have enough speed to evade it. So we do about 4,000 damage a turn. So let's say 92, just for the sake of numbers. Okay, that was 5 because we got a crit. This is a thing of beauty. And we still gotta fight the guy once we get into the castle too to get his asterisk. And then we'll have just the 2 asterisks left in the entire game, one of which is the Dark Knight that we get from Alternus. But that's where we have to, like, after we're done this side quest, we gotta go fight Alternus. And that's when you get his asterisk. And then after that, there's one more that we get, but it's a little bit later. But another minute or so, and we'll be half done the dragons. Only have 3 more. I don't know why I didn't think to use the ninja ability and then examine and the first dragon. That was just dumb. I swear my brain works. Frequently, infrequently. But it does work. Alright, got some levels, got a dark matter more importantly.
You won.
You have defeated my guardian. Very well. I shall grant you the Dark Keystone.
All right. 3 more to go.
Okay, next one. We got one over here. Where are you? There's one up there. I don't think we want to... There's one here. There's another one over here, but I don't think... Is it over here? No, there's a thing we can do up here later, though. We passed it, did we not? Oh, it's up here. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, let's get this one so I don't forget it. The other one I'll remember because it's like on its own little island. Okay, we'll get Examine and Wyvern. Okay, weak to fire. Okay. Go for it. You know, if I was smart, I would have bought, we have like almost, after we were done the grind, I think we had almost 750,000 money. I should have bought Knight Emperors for everyone. The swords, and have everybody with the sword lore on. I mean, we're getting pretty decent damage with the bows. Just consistent, I guess. I'm sure there's other things you could do to boost the damage output, but I mean, whatever. Should almost have them. Definitely going to be close if we keep getting those critical hits. Down you go. 2 more to go. Nice, level 11 ninja.
You have defeated my guardian. Very well. I shall grant you the Wind Keystone.
All right.
Thanks, bro. Okay, so we got, there was one there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the 6th one? Is it somewhere up here? I mean, I guess we'll find out, right? Okay, what are you? Mizuchi. Wow, leg spike. Man. Wow, low damage, man. All right, rinse and repeat. This one I think might take a little longer, just because the damage is lower for whatever reason. You must have higher defense. It's not an elemental weapon thing. Our weapons don't have elements. I made sure to specifically equip things that didn't have elements because I didn't want to have to be changing them between battles. Like, we have the, is it the killer bow we have equipped on our 2 bow users? Which, I mean, it doesn't matter which, like, that they have the killer bow specifically. Like, it has a chance to instant KO the enemies, but these are bosses. They're definitely not susceptible to instant KO. We have the Night Emperor on Edea, which doesn't have any element at all. It's just powerful, and it can sometimes charm. And then I think we have the, what is it, the Zweihander? However you pronounce it, on Tiz. And I equipped that specifically when we were going through the last set of dungeons in Chapter 4 because it didn't have an element, so we didn't have to worry about swapping it or getting into situations where, like with the, what was it, the Holy Trident that we were healing those Mandragoras with? Like, elemental weapons on their own necessarily aren't bad. It's just, if the enemy's got any kind of resistance to it or they absorb it, then, I mean, it's pointless. You're better off just using non-elemental weapons. I mean, unless you're going into a boss where you know that they're specifically weak to that specific element, like you have a boss that's weak to light element, and you go in with like the Holy Trident and the Excalibur equipped, and you're like, yeah, this is great. We're gonna do like extra damage. Outside of that, though, like you go into a boss that's thunder element, you use thunder on it, you're gonna end up healing it, and then you gotta waste it. Like you gotta waste time in battle healing, or not healing, changing your weapon. Permacrystal, huh?
You have defeated my guardian. Very well. I shall grant you the water keystone.
All right, one more to go.
You said it, my dude. And now it's gonna be just to find it now. Oh, there it is. Can we land here? Yeah, that one's hiding in the grass. Whatever.
Here it comes!
And then we'll examine Shinryu. There, we got it down to a science now. Weak to dark. Wow, that crit. Okay, there we go. We got our setup. We just have to repeat it. So, ability attack. Good stuff. It's a thing of beauty, it really is. Darn, once this one's done, we can cross the dragons off our bucket list and make our way on over to, I mean, we're going to save first, because I don't want to sit through this again. And then we're going to make our way up to the castle and go get ourselves a vampire asterisk. I guess I could have done a few turns up front with other characters using like attack boosting abilities. Like especially if you got a special, you could use like the ninja ability and then special and then just go back to regular attacks the turn after. Wow, level 12 ninja.
You have defeated my guardian. Very well. I shall grant you the light keystone.
Oh, let's return to Vampire Castle with haste!
All right, Dragon Slayer. Seriously? Okay, so we'll just come across this way. We'll make a pit stop in town. So, first things first. Ooh, we get 6 dragon fangs for that. What do we got here? Oh, okay, we got 10 minutes left in this. Ooh, that unlocks the golden egg. Let's top up. Might as well, right? We got a little bit of MP missing. And you know what? Since we're here, let's do this. So we can get a Knight Emperor for Tiz. Because, I mean, look at our money count. 747, 688. That's a lot of money. Does Adia not have this? Interesting. I thought that was supposed to be character specific. No, interesting. And you know, I like how they carried over the Onion Knight thing from Final Fantasy III. Do we want to dump 200 grand in that? Maybe later. I don't think we really want to change anything up. Okay, so let's head over to... it'll be closer for us to fly halfway there. Or, no, I think we can fly all the way there. Can we not land over here? No, eh? Which place is closer to land at? I think it's going to be closer for us to land here. Can you not... That's so annoying. All right, there we
Did you
go.
hear that sound? I believe the gate is finally unlocked.
Putting those colored orbs in the door makes
That
me
was
feel like we're playing the chant
anticlimactic.
again.
He could have at least included a flash, a bang, or a puff of smoke.
Let's head in before Ringabel has a chance to flap his gums again.
Good call.
It's freezing in here. Even colder than it is outside.
Look at all those paintings.
Spoopy.
Did we just stumble into an art gallery?
They all have a sort of forlorn look to them.
Let's do... this. She's still got Dungeon Master, so that's good. Or treasures. Of course there's a locked one in here. Wow, 277 JP, man! Oh, come on, dude. Don't be like that. Okay, we got a normal treasure box over here. Nope. Ring a bell's too fast. Let's do... do that just for now. Ooh, a dragon fang.
My, what a large portrait. Is that Lord DeRosso?
His wife was sure an attractive one. Oh, and it says something under the painting. Lester, eldest son of the House of DeRosso. Future clergyman of the Crystal Adventists and cardinal of the Crystal Orthodoxy.
Oh, dang.
Born in the land of Eternia on a cold winter's day. So, that's his mother, not his beautiful young wife. And that little baby is Lord DeRosso.
Clergyman? Of the Crystal Adventists?
Apparently.
Is something the matter, Agnes?
The Crystal Adventists were the predecessors of the Crystal Orthodoxy. It is now known as the Old Faith, but it hasn't been practiced in over 2,400 years. How could he have been a member of the Adventist clergy?
He just happens to be 2,400 years
According
old.
to this portrait, Lord DeRosso is incredibly old, even ancient.
Yes, indeed. For I was born of these frozen lands in a time some 2,400 years from this day.
So today's your birthday?
And this portrait?
I was but an infant, as you can see. This is a reproduction, however. The original was lost long ago to fire.
And what of the part that reads, clergyman of the Crystal Adventists and cardinal of the Crystal Orthodoxy?
Yes. As Windvestal, you would be expected to take interest in such matters. But ere I delve into the matter of the Old Faith and the Orthodoxy, allow me to tell of the founding of this land. As you may
Oh, well, grab
know,
your popcorn, I guess.
This land had long been ruled by the Crystal Orthodoxy. However, 15 years passed, the Templar rose up and occupied their lands. Thus was the Duchy of Eternia born, or so I expect you have been taught. However, the Templar did not found a new state. In truth, he restored an ancient dynasty.
He did?
Long before the Crystal Orthodoxy ruled this land, it was known as the Kingdom of Eternia. In a time 2,400 years past, Eternia was a bountiful land blessed with 4 distinct seasons. The highlands were not as lofty as they are today. People and ideas flowed freely from other lands.
Yeah, well, winter is a curse.
The kings of Eternia were protectors of the Earth Crystal and the Crystal
Give me a
Adventists,
winter that
ruling
looks
in
and feels
peace
like
for
fall.
generations.
Man, I'm a happy camper.
To the west lay the castle of the House of DeRosso, hereditary dukes of Eternia with royal blood in their veins. Relations with the royal family were good, and ever did the kings of Eternia treat the dukes of our house with kindness. In return, the House of DeRosso did faithfully serve generations of Eternian kings.
Oh,
Little did he know of the approaching maelstrom. Such tragedy that we could not possibly fathom.
ooh, a safety ring? $6,000. Okay, weak to wind and light. Okay, so we got a secret passage somewhere in here. Cerberus. Great. Great. Great, we're dead. I hate enemies that counter like that. It is so incredibly annoying. Okay, well, we're gonna... Oh, there it is. Bloodblade. Ah, triggers the sword magic drain when used as an item. So I'm assuming it doesn't actually drain on attack. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Or you know what? We're safe with this one because she doesn't counterattack. And of course, we got to reset the abilities. Okay, that's the locked chest, so we'll get that on the screen. Okay, so now we're gonna do... You know what? So annoying. Okay.
My, what
We are
a
skipping
large
this.
portrait.
Definitely not sitting through that whole thing again. Ah. Okay, let's do one turn of this. Oh, we didn't need to heal. Okay. That works. Whatever, we'll just let it go. I hate enemies that counterattack. It's... so annoying. Should be one treasure left, right? Yeah. You know what? Let's just do it. Ah! Army shoes. What do we have? Speaking of that. We'll keep that as is. I don't think there's any new enemies in here anymore, though, so... whatever. That JP is wild. Black belt, huh? Raises critical rate. Seriously? Those are beast, right?
No turning back!
I don't care that we're using a special here. These enemies suck. They shouldn't counter that either. Good friggin' riddance, man. Oh, this place is level 60, that's why.
What magnificent vestments. This must be none other than Lord De Rosa.
'Tis a portrait of my ordainment as Cardinal of the Orthodoxy. I was as yet... No, let us move on to other matters. I was born of the House of De Rosso, hereditary...
No,
Dux
you don't
of
say.
Eternia. Blessed was my youth. My parents showered affection upon me, and I was beloved by the people. And the king bestowed favor upon me as well.
And then it changed, right? Discount Vincent?
Upon royal recommendation, I was made a cleric of the Crystal Adventists, the Old Faith, in my 19th year. I devoted my body and soul to my clerical duties, for king, for kingdom, for faith. Sleep became an oft-missed luxury. But before long, a new tide began sweeping through the Crystal Adventists. There were those who wanted the clergy to control the 4 crystals of Luxendarc, rather than local monarchies and temples. That belief formed the core of the Crystal Orthodoxy. The Eternian royal family, keepers of the Earth Crystal, immediately assented to this new way. I soon found myself appointed to the position of cardinal in the Orthodoxy. Me, a mere cleric. Cardinal de Rosa. Those were my days of glory. Even now, the mere sound of the then new title is dear to me. The old faith was remade entirely into the Crystal Orthodoxy, and the decision was made to elect a Grand Patriarch to rule. Thereupon, cardinals throughout the world gathered for a conclave to elect the first Grand Patriarch. Amid the conclave's maelstrom, I was approached by a cardinal who wished for me to vote for his choice. I suppose it was my youth and sincerity that made me reject the notion out of hand. But that was my downfall, for I was forced from the position of cardinal by the fraudulently elected Grand Patriarch.
What a shocker.
I had been but fervent in my beliefs and ideals. What I did only for the Orthodoxy, and for the people of this world.
The old faith and the Orthodoxy. The Kingdom of Eternia and the Duchy. That was all a bit hard to follow.
It really wasn't.
I agree. There are no major differences in teachings between the Old Faith and Orthodoxy. They both revere the 4 crystals.
It's pretty basic.
The Adventists gave way to the new and truer ideas of the Orthodoxy and faded away.
No wonder the Old Faith was abandoned.
Yet there is more to the story, for history is not more than accounts recorded by the victorious.
Yep.
To solidify their power, the victors showered contempt upon the vanquished. So it was those who held the reins of power within the Orthodoxy relentlessly pressed for the Adventists' eradication. No one recalls the words of the vanquished if the victorious write them out of history. 'Tis as if they had never existed.
I'd been taught that the battle between the 2 faiths had been fierce, and in its wake, devastation persisting to this day covered all the lands.
That is an uncharacteristically accurate account for the Orthodoxy, save for their false reckoning of time. It was after the Orthodoxy had begun ruling the world that the endless conflict with the Adventists began. I should know, for I was there to bear witness firsthand.
Lord De Rosso, how could you possibly be that old?
I mean, he's not wrong. The guy is extremely long-winded. Oh. Wow, that crit, man. 369 JP! Man, these enemies are a gold mine. Ooh, what does that do? Wow, intelligence up by 20. Oh, we're dead. Okay. Barely anything. Come on, man.
Let's end this quick.
Oh my god, I hate these stupid enemies. Okay, let's see. Not much of a difference. I feel like for the cost of Cura, it's much, much more effective.
This one shows a castle in flames.
A large army surrounds it. It looks as if it could fall at any moment.
Is this not this very castle? See, this is the western corridor right here.
There's another castle burning in the distance. It's near where Eternian's central command is today.
So then, that's the Orthodoxy's head temple in flames?
Nay, the distant castle in flames belonged to the King of Eternia. And the castle in the fore, 'tis the abode of my family, the House of De Rosso.
But why? Why would such a terrible thing?
The kingdom of Eternia was suddenly beset by a great host from another land. We would later come to know that it was a four-state coalition sent by order of the Crystal Orthodoxy.
Dang, they were invaded.
They had been told the King of Eternia sought a return to Adventism and was arming for war against the Orthodoxy. The Grand Patriarchy used this fiction to order a great muster of forces from across the land. Alas, I failed to heed the many warning signs.
This guy talks in slow motion.
I rejected the scheming cardinal's choice for Grand Patriarch, but he succeeded in luring votes from other factions and his became the ruling faction of the Grand Patriarchy. It was they who wished to establish Crystal Orthodoxy as the uncontested world religion. Under their orders, the castle of the Eternian King was besieged. It fell in mere weeks. Before long, the great host was at the gates of our castle, and my father lay brutally murdered. The water supply was poisoned, and the Orthodoxy's forces drew an ironclad ring around the castle. By then, the castle sheltered naught but the elderly, the young, the wounded. There was no hope of resistance. I was forced to sue for peace, even offering my own mother as hostage per their demands. Yet that failed to break the siege. The commoners who had placed their faith in my family and me slowly starved to death.
Dang.
It was then that a letter arrived from a man. That man was the Cardinal, who had sought to influence my vote. The Fiend was now the officer in charge of the attack. He wrote that he would not accept my surrender. Such was the hatred he bore for me.
Imagine being that
Such
butthurt
hatred
over
that he
one
was
vote.
willing to let countless innocents die. My mother had been murdered. Our castle was consumed in flames. That is the painting you see here.
How could the Orthodoxy do such a thing?
This all reminds me of what happened during the Great Plague.
Indeed. Perhaps the Templar and I are not so very different. To be betrayed by what you believe in. To have your family and those you protect murdered. Though we do not see eye to eye, perhaps it is a shared sorrow that binds us.
Okay, cool story time, but can we have an adventurer, please? I'm turning the encounter rate down. I don't even care. Beauty, golden egg. Wow, it's a lot of stuff. Let's see. Growth egg. Don't mind if I do. Did we have a thing? Oh, that was a journal. Okay, never mind. Oh, can you not?
It's all or nothing.
I'm an idiot. Oh. We took confused protection off. So annoying. Good friggin' riddance, man. Dwarven gloves. What do those do? Raise dexterity. Okay, by 20. You know what? Let's do this. We don't need that. Let's give her... We'll do that. Hyper bracers. Wow, strength up by 20. Oh my god, stop with this stupid encounter, man.
Think you're ready?
Wow. Oh, do they counter that? Good friggin' riddance, man.
Look!
Such fierce flames.
Though I wish not to remember that day.
Attached upon your mind.
The Orthodoxy lay siege yet would accept no surrender. My mother.
Okay,
father,
everybody
the
was dead, the
flames
castle was
began
on
to
fire.
burn my body. Betrayed by the precepts I believed in, was I not bitter? Robbed of my beloved homeland, amid such despair, was I content to simply welcome death? Nay, I heard a voice. Accept me, and I shall grant life everlasting. Though it
Oh
shall be
boy,
filled
you made
with
a
grief,
deal with
thou
Satan.
shalt have all eternity to wreak vengeance upon thine enemies. Did I forge a dark pact with some fiendish entity that day?
Yeah, pretty much.
Or was it a rebirth, triggered by a future me, reaching back to the past? Panicked upon failing to find my body, the Orthodoxy chose to denounce my family and me as ghoulish vampires.
Well, I mean, you're pretty much
Thus
immortal,
have
so
I
they're not
been
really
living in
lying, are
mortal
they?
Existence ever since.
Then the name Vampire Castle Castle.
A lie that has been perpetrated by the Orthodoxy for some 2,400 years. Though it is true I am immortal, I am no vampire. I find the smell of blood too revolting to ever drink it. Having said that, I have done naught to quell the rumors. In truth, I endeavored to embellish them. My ability to transform myself into a bat and grow these fangs are the fruits of many years. Long, long years of effort. Tell me, O Vestal of the Wind, what does the Crystal Orthodoxy have to say about the passing of the first Grand Patriarch?
He chose the second Grand Patriarch and prayed for peace and the well-being of the faithful as he passed peacefully from this
Sounds like
world.
wishful thinking.
Passed peacefully from this world, you say? I know the truth to be far different.
What do you mean?
The first Grand Patriarch was assassinated, along with his Archbishop, the man who had been my bane. The assassin himself tells you this. There is no other truth. That was when I forsook this land. Soon after, sightings of the vampire Lester de Rosso began to crop up throughout the world. I became a veritable Duke of Darkness, forging ties with those bearing hatred toward the Orthodoxy and those it had oppressed. I was the enemy of man, the hated and feared vampire. But more than that, I was known as the arch-enemy of the Orthodox, and after some 500 years, a fateful encounter with one whom you all know well. No. Let us leave.
Okay. My god, that guy talks. Oh, there's a chest up there. Why does it always have to be the one that I didn't go down? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. 3 of them? Let's do this. This is kind of risky, but at this point, I don't even care. Oh, thing of beauty. Ooh. Interesting. Nullifies charm. Oh, before I forget. Oh, come on! I have to try. Oh, thank you. Oh, no! Okay, it's bats. You know what? We could deal with this.
Battlefield landscape?
It represents the long and hard-fought war before
Okay, we get the
500
point.
Years. It had also been 500 years since the Orthodoxy had been founded. The world was in the midst of an age of seafaring and piracy. Compared to the great exchange of ideas and information, the once hallowed Orthodoxy began to lose its luster. The authority of the Grand Patriarch and the Orthodoxy itself began to wane. Fearing irrelevancy, the Grand Patriarchy acted rashly to regain its authority. This led to the unusual decision to select a commoner, the gifted young Yuliana.
Oh, that's where the sage got brought into this.
Yuliana?
Yes, indeed. At age 20...
Okay, he was 20.
It's hard to believe he ever was young.
It was no laughing matter, for there was no one more skilled at rooting out enemies of the faith, the shadowy ones, those who had been working against the Orthodox. In the several decades that saw him age, I cannot count the number in the great battle waged
Okay,
on
you
the
fought
Trunk of
together,
Light.
yes.
You mean the rift under Icing Bridge?
In the battle at the foot of Mount Fragmentum, our armies smoked the mountain to its very roots.
So that's how that ravine was created.
And in the battle fought on the Harina Plain, the once fertile earth was reduced to desolation. The loss of that fertile plain is believed to have ushered in the downfall of the Harina dynasty.
To think any sort of battle could change the face of the earth so.
We fought our final battle 1800 years ago on the Norende Heights in the land of Kaldisla.
The Norende Heights? That's where the Great Chasm opened up!
In the end, Yuliana, High Inquisitor of the Crystal Orthodoxy, utterly defeated me.
You were defeated? But you're here with us today.
Yes, well, there was more to that final battle than meets the eye. You see, I ceded the glory of victory to young Yuliana that day. I say young in my reckoning, for he was already... Yuliana returned triumphantly to Eternia with what he claimed to be my... And when the Templar attacked the head temple 15 years, ever dreading the darkness and my return, the Orthodoxy kept... 'Tis a tale...
Okay, so he died, he faked the body. You know, he didn't actually die, he's immortal, but he faked the body anyway.
Full power!
I don't even care about the bestiary entry for that one enemy. Oh my god, this place just keeps going.
Yes, indeed. Having put down the blood-sucking Lord de perhaps it was a
Okay,
small
so he was the
honor they threw his
Archbishop.
way, for he was
That makes it sound...
He was old.
agreed. The truth is,
The Sage's plot?
he was taking measures to separate you Vestals and the faithful.
Oh, interesting.
Serving some 80 years, he had witnessed first. Should nothing be done, it would not be long before the putrid poison would do harm to the most innocent of the faith. So it was he vowed to rid the Orthodoxy of the source of this poison.
But
For the great feat of defeating me, Yuliana had been made. Timing was the key. The proper time to separate the Vestals and the faithful from the Orthodox.
And just what timing would that be?
The great upthrust of the Eternian Highlands. At the time, the Highlands were not so formidable, but a colossal movement of earth and rock thrust the Highlands.
Okay, Eternia was isolated.
He was waiting...
I shall tell
Yes.
you in time. For now, I will say this. Yuliana bided his time till the Orthodoxy was cut off from the world. And at last, it happened. The Highlands ringing Eternia did thrust up to about half its height today. The Orthodoxy-ruled Eternia now found itself completely isolated. For this, and while the Earth Crystal control of the crystals of fire, this, what you...
That was
Okay.
the Sage's doing?
Okay, so at the end of the day, it was all the Sage's fault. He isolated Eternia, and that was that. You better give me an adventurer after this. Come on, take him out. Beauty. Lilith's Rod. Okay. Let's check out this Lilith's Rod quick. Cast single target Asper when used as an item. Okay, so we are going to call it a day here for now. And next time we're going to fight this vampire guy. We have been going literally forever. He just... My god, I was not expecting him to talk this much. But we will go have our chat with him in front of his throne. And hopefully that's the end of this side quest. And we'll go from there tomorrow. So, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos like these, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And until next time, thanks for watching.